You already saw the thumbnail. You know what it is. You know what I'm about to do. I'm about to go on a rant. You know what's funny? Hey Sam. Sam, whenever I go on a rant, I'm always ranting about something. What's going on, Q? I'm always ranting about something, but every single time it's one of those days where it's Petty Tuesday, so I feel like going on a rant for no reason. And this is, and I just got done watching several videos, YouTube videos and stuff like that. Let's see. Where do I begin? Well, first things first. Comment on the comment section below. Share your thoughts and, share this video. Share me with your friends. Give me some likes. Like this video, comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed already. All right. What's funny? What's funny is that you have half these motherfuckers that, they come on YouTube and I'm not gonna lie. When people, you know how I am, when people come on my channel, I don't like when people start shit. That's why I have moderators. That's why I have, people who have my back, whenever it comes to trolls. Now, you have some of these trolls that still, first off, you live in your parents' basement, or you're in a probably most likely in another country. You're trying to use someone's I'm pretty sure you hacked into their whole YouTube database, or you hacked into someone's account, or you hacked someone's phone, and then all of a sudden you just troll out of nowhere, and then it's the same motherfuckers that live in the basement. It's the same motherfuckers that don't have a job. It's the same motherfuckers that don't have nothing else to do. I can't pronounce your name, so I'm gonna call you C from Russia. What's up? I look like James Harding. Cyril AK say, I take that as a compliment. Thank you very much. I love when people tell me that I look like a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? I have people who look like Kimbo Slice. I had people tell me that. I had people tell me now James Harden. That's a new one. I like that. I thank you for that. Welcome to my channel. What's funny? And I don't know these people from a can of paint, but you know what? That is nice. And I'm saying that I'm really sincere when I say stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So you got people from walks of life coming in here. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, man. Like it's just crazy. I welcome anybody. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. Yeah, I look like Kimbo Slice. I get that a lot. You know what I mean? Especially with the beard and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You should have saw it like months ago. I don't know how long you've been subscribed to my channel, or this is your first time coming in, but I had a beard that was this long. Okay, a few months back. This was before I went to California and stuff like that. I had a beard this long, and people say I look like Kimbo Slice, and I always take that as a compliment. You know what I mean? You never heard of Kimbo Slice, Q? He's a fight. He was a fighter. You know, he was a UFC fighter. Yeah, thank you for the subscription. Thank you for the sub, bro. I really appreciate that. Yeah, you have a good night too. Hope your night goes well, my friend, too. Let me see. Who do we have? Salute to Abaz. Salute to you. Donnie Darko, I did not see. I have not seen. I have not seen Donnie Darko. I had, you know, what's funny? I had that and I sold that movie. I had to for some money. Brandon Lopes, what's up, dude? How you doing? You know what? But yeah, I just feel like coming on here and just, talking, ranting about stuff. But, what gets me is that, I come across some of these channels, man. And when I come across some of these channels, and it's like, it's always a good chance that, they have to either take a break or they don't want to do it anymore. And it's because you got trolls coming on here, not necessarily onto my channel, but on anybody. You have so many negativity. You know what I'm saying? And it's these same people that one, it doesn't have nothing else to do but just troll every goddamn day. You know what I'm saying? Like, people want to troll. And it's like, okay, so I guess they get their influence from the movie Trolls, right? Because there's a movie, right, called Trolls. So I guess that's where they get their influence, right? So, like, how many trolls is trolls? You know what I mean? It's like I be seeing even on my channel. Like, I see people come on and be like, "Oh, what do you think about this and that?" Or can you do this and this and that? Yeah, the only way I won't, yeah, unless you donate to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like this. It's like, some outlandish stuff. People be asking me some outlandish questions and stuff, like dumb questions. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's either a dumb question or it's like a outlandish question. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just sitting here. I'm like, well, well, here comes one who is talking shit behind the computer and stuff like that. I remember this one troll. Okay, I got into a bad argument with, and it got to the point where I even told him, I was like, look, you don't know me. I'm from Detroit. Okay, I got no problem getting a one way ticket to, you know, to kick some butt. I'm not trying to. I'm not. I'm trying to stay a little bit cleaner on this channel because I want to get monetized. Blah 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 blah. Yada yada yada. And speaking of which, when the hell am I gonna get monetized so I can get some money, so I can get paid? Like, I'm not trying to do this full time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind doing it full time. But at the same time, it's like I still want to have like an outside life. I still want to be working from home. Now, if I see the figures on YouTube and it's paying me weekly, like maybe 1,000 a week, then hell, I'll be posting comments and shit. I'll be on here every single day, 7 days a week. I want my money. Like, if if I was to ever get like $1,000 a day from YouTube, I would be on here every single goddamn day, posting. I'll post any video, any short, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be posting. Shoot, at that point, like, that's what I'm trying to get to. I can make my own schedule. I won't have to leave the house to go to work. I could work from home. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm trying to be. Right now, I'm close to 1,100 subscribers on this new channel, this new and reformed channel, I may add you. And the average video that I post, the average numbers, like literally, um, the average numbers, especially my Walmart videos, the average is like 300. And then lately, I've been hitting like over 1,000. Like the highest I got is like I'm at 14. I'm damn near at 1,500 views. And I do not buy my views. I do not do that. I'm sorry. I'm too cheap to buy views. I rather spend that on movies. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're right, Brandon. Thousands a day. Thank you. Thank you. I pretty much appreciate that. Yes, thousands a day, like doing content. And trolls, I just can't stand trolls. And then these same people that don't wash their ass on a regular basis, these the same people that breath stink. They either smell like cheap ass liquor, or these are the same trolls that I'm not making fun of people that still live with their parents. So before in the comment section, oh, I take offense to it. I'm not making fun of them. They're the ones who that still live with their parents, and they don't have to do shit. They don't have to do shit. They have mommy and daddy wipe their ass and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So it's like what? Like literally, who said that was late? Joe Blow. What's good? Yeah, you came on time because at this point I'm ranting about anything and everything. Brandon says I posted when I was younger by accident about my dog. You know what? I'm a dog lover. I'm actually I have a soft spot for animals, so I love to see dogs and cats and all types of animals. And that's something not a lot of people know about me. Let me tell you something. If you want to know my weak spot, my soft spot, my soft spot is for the women in my life. See, I got a reputation with the ladies, but at the same time, I do have a soft spot when it comes to the women in my life. I have a soft spot when it comes to animals. I am a big, huge animal lover. You know what I'm saying? And I love cats. I love dogs. You know what I mean? I love just about, any animal. You know what I'm saying? And that's just me. I see a dog, I'm like, well, I want to take this dog home. I see a cat, it's like, oh, I want to take this cat home. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I love that. That's a positive thing. Like when people post dog, about a dog, you know what I mean? Like that's a positive for it. But here's one thing that gets me. Um, I could check them out. So wait, you have your own YouTube page, right? I was gonna say if you have your own YouTube page, let, yeah, I need to check out your YouTube page or comment on this. Well, okay, comment on like one. Tell you what. Okay, Okay. All right. I am going to. I am going to look you up. Actually, tell you what. Okay, there's a pin. So I'm gonna look you up, and I'm gonna give you a sub when I get off of here. So I'm a subscribe to your channel. So give me 1 second. I'm just writing. Okay. All right. So I'll tell you what. When I get off of here, I will subscribe to your channel and I will definitely comment. So, yeah. Um, I like pit bulls when they're well trained. When they're not trained, I'm like, I like pit bulls. Don't get me wrong. If they're well trained, I'll fuck with a pit bull. But you know what? I like positive stuff like that. But one thing I don't like. This is one thing. This is one of my biggest pet peeves. And I was explaining to this yesterday on Snapchat because I ran on Snapchat. I hate when motherfuckers they they post food and the stuff don't even be seasoned. The stuff don't even be, and it's like what? I'm like, okay, it's one thing if you post food like maybe once a week. Okay, if you cooking up something new once a week, okay, that's fine. But if I see the same dried ass rice, if I see the same dried ass chicken, okay, you ain't cook that. Okay, first off, we know that you microwave that shit. We know that. Okay, those are leftovers from yesterday. That's like, wait a minute, and then the caption be like, "Oh, this shit about to be fire." What? How is it about to be fire? First off, I don't even. There's no seasoning in this back. This first off, there's no seasoning. There's no seasoning in rice. You're just making white rice. There's no seasoning in this chicken wing or chicken leg, whatever the hell you want to call it. So you just half-ass you half-ass cooked it. You didn't put enough seasoning in there. It's like, where's the season? Like what? And then and then even some people, when people make spaghetti, first off, when it comes to spaghetti, I'm very picky. Now that shit too runny, I don't want it. Now, it can't be too runny. It can't be way too stiff either. Now, if you make the shit too stiff, then you overdoing it. You know what I'm saying? Like it has to be just right. I can't explain it because I don't make. I made spaghetti one time. You know what I'm saying? I made spaghetti one time and it really turned out good. It turned out pretty good. Thank you. If you're gonna post food, at least make it interesting. At least make some effort. And it's like mashed potatoes. Don't even get me started with mashed potatoes because mashed potatoes. I have a story for you. It's story time. So I had a Friendsgiving, right? I was living with a roommate, and we invited everybody over. Everybody bring a dish. Everybody brought a dish and shit like that. This girl, when she brought a dish, all right. She brought a box of macaroni. She brought a box of mashed potatoes. A box. Didn't make no effort. Just put it in the microwave. No seasoning. No salt or pepper. None of that. We were all looking at each other like, the hell is this? What is this? The hell is this shit? What is this? I'm supposed to. What is this? We're supposed to eat? Is this supposed to be mashed potatoes? Is this real life right now? Am I supposed to eat this stuff? Man, we threw that shit away so fast. Like, no, I'm not eating that. Excuse me, you can forget that. Cause I'm gonna tell you this now. Anybody bring this has been a running joke for years. Anybody who brings me, I'm telling you, whenever I host parties, I tell people to bring stuff. If it ain't seasoned, if that shit's nasty or too runny, that's automatically going in the garbage. Why did you throw my stuff away? Because I can and will. Because I'm not trying to be rude, but at the same time, you didn't put no effort into it, and you had, mind you, always plan a couple weeks before. Now I get you have to work and stuff like that. I get that. You know what I'm saying? And you knew you had a day off, so it's not like you couldn't have made the shit. So I don't care if you late because you're making the shit. I really don't care as long as it's great, as long as it's good, edible. But if your shit's not edible, your shit's going to garbage. It's going with the raccoons. I'll feed it to the raccoons, and they'll eat it. If you're gonna post stuff like that, at least make it interesting. And another thing when people post on social media, and I hate this with a passion, people post social media about their life. Like they be like 1 minute, oh, I'm done with people. 2 hours later, they post a meme about Jennifer Lopez. They post about Sexy Red, a meme about Sexy Red, what they say. Like, you're gonna grab an audience. Like, you're trying to have 15 minutes of fame. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I swear some people nowadays. This is why when you see me on Facebook, for those of you who have me on Facebook, that's why I don't post much of anything. I don't. Because, one, I ain't got shit to say. Two, I'm not trying to post no pictures every day. Three, if I'm going to post anything, it's going to be something meaningful. It's going to be something memorable. Now, if it's something like my dad's anniversary, which which he passed away back in January. On occasion, I will say I miss my dad. Okay, that's different. That's very different. Cause you miss somebody. You miss somebody significant that was significant to your life. Okay, that's fine. But like Brandon just said, and you just proved my point, how are you gonna say you're done with memes, but then the next day or 2, 3 hours later, you post a damn another meme? And what these memes for? And they think, and these people in the comments, it's so funny. These people in the comments be like, ah ha ha ha, oh my god, yes, yes, girl, yes, I feel the same way. Like, okay, you do realize that that person actually shared it from another source, from another page. So she didn't come up with these memes her damn self, he or she. And you know how people on, oh, don't even get me started on people on Snap. When people start ranting and raving on Snap, okay, you rant about some fact stuff, some like real life stuff, but I swear, some of these women on Snap, and even some men too, they be like, so so my ex boyfriend, okay, he ate shit because he ain't giving me no big BBC. He's not giving me that. So yeah, I'm gonna actually dump him. Like, should I dump him or should I just still be with him because I miss him and stuff like that. And I'd be like, girl, if you don't take your ass to bed, like, golly, like, oh my god. I like memes too occasionally. Occasionally I do, but at times if you overuse them, it's so annoying. And then people use them during the arguments. People use them during the argument. It's like, oh, okay, that's your biggest comeback. Okay, let me find a meme real quick for you so we can end this conversation, so we can end this argument. What? That's not even what? So you spent all that time to find a meme during an argument, and then you think you got your point across? That's just far from over. To me, if people post memes like every single day during an argument, that's just, to me, it's kind of childish. And I tell people all the time, I says, listen, we're gonna argue. I'd rather talk on the phone. And nowadays, people don't like talking on the phone like that anymore. Which I get it, because what I mean. Like, it's just crazy. Like, you tell people, when people say shut the fuck up, and then other people are posting memes and stuff. Then it's like, that's your best form of communication? Are you kidding me right now? Like, huh? I swear, some people will not survive the 80s or the 90s. And let me tell you something. I'm an 80s baby. Okay? And listen, if I wanted to go to a friend's house, I hope for the best to see if they there. Because if your your parents were on the phone, and you can't get a hold on anybody. You know what I'm saying? You can't use the phone right now because your mom, or mostly your mom, or if your dad is having a deep, serious conversation, you just gotta tell them, look, hey, I'll see you later. I'm going outside. And then they gonna question you, be like, where you going? I'm going to so and so's house. Yeah, be back before the lights come on. And then you hope for the best to see it at home. Either they can come out or they can't come out because either they're on punishment or they sick or they doing homework. Calling someone is very underrated. And back then, back in my generation, back in the 80s and 90s, that's all you had. You had house phones. Excuse me, you had house phones. You didn't have cellular phones unless you were rich, unless you were a businessman. You had beepers, but even with that, you see somebody on the pager, and then they'd be like beep 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 beep, and then it's so and so. It's this number. You gotta find it nearest painful to call. Nowadays, shit, your cell phone is your pager. Shoot, if a number come up, if you don't want to answer it, then you ain't gotta answer it. But nowadays, shit, caller IDs was what late 80s, early 90s. You know what I'm saying? Back in the 80s, you didn't have caller ID. You know what I mean? You had an answering service. That was it. But shoot, hoping for the best. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this. Why doing on Snapchat, social media? You know what I'm saying? And I was just getting to that too. People nowadays, they're afraid. They are so afraid of real life conversation. And they be like, oh my God, I won't talk to you ever again. I'm going to block you. Block me for what? Because because motherfuckers telling the truth? Because motherfuckers telling the truth. Speaking of person who always tells the truth, try bro, what's good? Salute to you. Now I'm gonna tell you that. Now this is one guy who tells it like it is. That is one guy that definitely tells it like it is. You know what I'm saying? And like, jeez Louise, like that is one person who hurt people's feelings. Go subscribe to um that ain't rap podcast. That is DAT ain't ANTANT podcast. That ain't rap podcast. So you know what I mean? Oh no, we're talking about we're actually no, actually we're talking about people in general of like people want to argue and on social media but yet they won't argue in your face. That's what we were talking about. That's what we were talking about. But yeah, like, and I was saying that yeah, people want to do it on Snap and people want to do it on Facebook, social media, but yet they don't want to say it to their face. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the way I see it. Like I tell people all the time, and whenever these trolls come on here, I tell them, I says, listen, you could argue until the cows come home. You can argue until two. We could argue until 2, 5, 6, 7, 8 a.m. But at the same time, at this point, one of us is gonna get tired. In one of these days. You know what I'm saying? And God, and I feel bad for all these. And I be reading the comments on some of these like other YouTubers, and either they get tore apart or they get like whenever they go on live and stuff like that. They say some outlandish stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and then you got the same people that don't like think they know everything. Like for instance, music. You know what I'm saying? Like people think they know, people think they know everything about music. People think that this person's a legend, that person's a legend, this person's a legend, but it's like I feel like They don't. They just want a clout. They just saying this shit for clout. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not a music what do you call it, enthusiast. I'm not a big huge like I'm a music fanatic, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't know some of the history about certain songs and certain raps and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm more into movies. I'm more of a movie fanatic. I'm more of like a movie enthusiast. You know what I'm saying? And then when people argue about, oh, well, you don't know. I'm like, motherfucker, you probably just started college. I got years ahead of you. So, and I tell people all the time, I says, why don't you come up and make your own channel? Let's have an argument. It's like I invite anybody. I invite anybody to come on here and let's start a conversation. But they be like, no, I can't because they be stuttering. They be stuttering. They be stuttering. And I'm like, well then sit back and shut up. That's what it is. But it's all good though because for me personally, I don't let no trolls get get to me. I don't let anything like that. At this point, look, I'm trying to get paid in this motherfucker. I'm trying to get paid. I'm not sure if I would go full time with this, but at the same time, at the end of the day, hey, if I can go full time and not having to come out and work again, that's fine. But in order for me to do that, I would need what 10,000 over 10,000 subscribers, which eventually I would get there. You know what I'm saying? And am I close to being monetized? I am. I'm getting there. I'm getting close to be monetized. All I need is literally maybe a few more views, few more public views. Might be eligible for being monetized. I mean, hell, anybody could be monetized. I would love to be monetized. You know what I'm saying? That's a goal. That is like my what do you call it? That's on my bucket list. Is to be monetized on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll go from there. Who knows? But um so if there's any questions, comments, and stuff like that, we could talk about movies. We could talk about any well, I'm not even gonna go say any subject. I don't want to hear no just any subject. We could talk about a sensible subject. Now's the time to ask. Shoot. I'm surprised Tony ain't up in here because he loved when I rant. I'm surprised. That's a shock. That's a shocker to me. So, but so I went to this place. I went to this place called the Lake Point Yacht Club. Lake Point Yacht Club. It's a bar and grill. Women in like bikinis and stuff like that. And I ain't gonna hold you. Some of the women there, they fine as hell. They fine as fuck. But I ain't gonna hold you though. You know what's funny? What's funny is that of all those women I saw one of them. One of them was cute though. One of them was pretty cute. But I kind of had my see. This is where I'm kind of torn a little bit. I kind of had my eye on somebody. I had my eye on somebody. I was kind of looking at her the whole time while we were talking. And mind you, I was with my homeboy too. And I don't know. It's like A part of me wants to shoot my shot, but then there's another part of me that I can't do that because I'm gonna be leaving soon. I'm gonna be leaving Michigan. So there's that part. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's one of those things. I mean, who knows? Whenever wherever I move to, who knows? I mean, I may find somebody. Who knows? But I don't know. I don't know if I will. I don't know if I won't. You just nowadays you just won't. You just never know. You never know nowadays. I believe everybody could find somebody. I believe that. I'm a firm believer in that. But if I was to ever find somebody, they gotta have they gotta like movies. I'm sorry, because listen, we could if I could find a woman that talks about movies all damn day, shoot, that she's a damn keeper. But if I've come across somebody who don't watch as many movies, though, oh no, it's not gonna work. I'm sorry, it's not gonna work. It won't work. I'm sorry. They gotta have somewhat of the same interest. I mean, they ain't gotta have like the same movies and stuff like that. I mean, hell, sometimes it be like that. You know what I'm saying? But as long as they got something, and they got something that's brought to the table, that's fine with me. But, huh? But you know what though? And you're probably wondering, like, how is he getting all these breaks? How is he going on live while he's at work? Well, at this point, I don't care because at this point, once I get off here, it's gonna take what, an hour to get stuff done, or 2 hours, if that. I mean, it's not like I ain't going anywhere special anyway. So, shit, it be like that. It'd be like that too. You know what I mean? So, it's just one of those situations. But, well, I will say this: Walmart has stepped up their game when it comes to the physical media. They've stepped it up. Now, I'm not saying that I was stopped ranting about Walmart. I'm not saying that. I'm cutting them some slack for now because they have been stepping up on the physical media department. You know what I'm saying? So they been stepping up. I'm glad. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Huh. So now everybody's asking me. Everybody's asking me, oh, when you gonna do the P. Diddy rant? When you gonna do that? Blah 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 blah. Well, it's coming. It's definitely coming. It's coming pretty soon. Now, this one I would not mind doing. I would love, 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 love to do that. You know what I'm saying? I love to do that. But like about P. Diddy, I wouldn't mind. I'm not sharing my thoughts yet until I'm dedicating 1 to 2 hours of me ranting about Sean Puffy Combs because I got plenty of stuff to say. Like I said, I'm no music enthusiast, but this is one research that I would be more than happy to research. This will be one research that I'm just curious. Like of all the crimes that ugly ass son of a bitch did, it's just sad. This whole world is just pretty sad. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I want this to be a clean channel, but for once, I am going to rant about this. No, there will be no name calling. No offensive name calling, and it might not be a clean rant either. So, in fact, I invite anybody who want to come on and rant with me. That is fine. I invite all takers because he needs it. He needs to be shitted on. Oh man. So I'm gonna say this before I head out. Or maybe I won't head out. I don't know. I don't know when the hell I'm heading out. I really don't. Because to be honest with you, a part of me wants to head out. A part of me does not want to head out. Like I could go 2, 3 hours worth of ranting, but at the same time, after a while, it just gets boring and boring and boring and dull and boring. After a while, just ranting, 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 ranting. So right now we got 5 likes off this video already, which I like to see. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. So click that like button. Share me with your friends. Share this unbelievable rant with my friends, with your friends, I should say. So right now, I can't believe right now it's Tuesday. I feel like this week's going by super slow, to be honest with you. It's not even Wednesday yet. I just can't wait for the weekend. I really can't. Because, oh my God, like being, working is one thing. When you work, I mean, man, it's just the same stuff over and over and over again. It's just, oh my God, I want to get out of here. I want to enjoy the rest of the week, enjoy the rest of the day, enjoy the rest of, the night, whatever the case may be. But, Lordy Lord, whenever I go into work, I'll be dragging. I just be like, I'm here. Whenever I get off of work, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so glad I'm home. I'm almost ready to take my ass to sleep. But it's like, I can't exactly do that. And when I can't sleep, then guess what I get to do? I get to watch some TV. I get to do whatever, or talk on the phone and stuff like that to my homeboys or homegirl, whatever the hell, or whoever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. That's how it is. Now we at 6 likes. Can we get 7? Can we get 7 likes? We get 7 likes. We are back in business. We are in business, ladies and gentlemen. I love it. I love it. I love it. The fact that we got 6 likes and 5 people watching, which that is not bad actually. So far, no trolls, no trolls, no trolls, no trolls, no trolls, no fucking trolls. I can't stand a troll. I'd rather watch the movie Trolls than to actually deal with a troll. That's what it is. So, are you guys excited about Halloween? To be honest with you, I'm very excited. And I'm going to say this now, okay? Halloween, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, falls on a Thursday. I will not be on live. If you try calling me, I will not answer the phone. If you even want to hang out, I won't. I refuse your. I would refuse. I'm sorry. Halloween is my horror movie marathon starring Wednesday night. Wednesday night, as soon as I get off, I'm going to get some candy and I am going to actually watch some horror movies. Horror movies starting with whatever horror movies I see. I'm already kind of a head start. Now, I am going to review The Fog. I'm going to review um, Halloween, the first one, 1978. Also, I will be most likely on That A Rap podcast, and we will be reviewing Bram Stoker's, Francis Ford Coppola's Bram Stoker's Dracula from 1992. I cannot wait for that. And also, I will be reviewing Joyride from 2001, starring Paul Walker, Steve Zahn, and Lily Sobieski, one of the most underrated movies of 2001 and possibly all time. It's definitely one of the best movies of 2001. It's definitely made my top 200 list of all time movies. Very underrated. I highly recommend people seeing this movie. Now, speaking of movies I saw, I did see The Terrifier 3. I managed to see that, and oh my god. I thought women were crazy, but this was super crazy. So I don't. You know what? If you plan on seeing this movie, I won't even spoil it because there's a scene that is so disturbing that I'm not sure if I even want to get into another relationship ever again. There's a scene, and you will see once you come across it. So if you love bloody, gory, stab movies and stuff, splatter movies, then this is the movie for you. And if you don't like it, well, I highly recommend you not see this movie. Nor if you don't have the stomach for it, but you want to see it, you want to take that gamble. Put it to you this way: you better have a bucket or a trash can right next to you. And I heard people threw up in the substance. People were passing out and throwing up in the substance, which the substance? Okay. Here's the thing. I can see it because it is grotesque. I can see that. It has elements of The Fly. It has elements of The Thing. It has elements of any David Cronenberg movie. But for me, it just wasn't enough for me to like throw up. I mean, my stomach could take it. You know what I'm saying? Like even Thing, my stomach could take it, but it just gives me the heebie-jeebies. You know what I'm saying? That's what it does to me. So my thing is, don't go to the movie theaters. Watch the trailer first. And I feel like some people don't watch the trailer. Some people don't watch the trailer. Oh, Terrifier. Oh, they just look at the synopsis. They don't look at the trailer. And it's like, you gotta look at the trailer first. The synopsis can only tell you so much. But you gotta look at the trailer because if the trailer looks like it's bloody and you can't handle it, then you shouldn't have saw the movie then. You know what I mean? That's too damn bad. You threw up. Well, this is what happens when you take a gamble to watch a movie like that. See, a lot of people in Terrifier 2, a lot of people would either passed out or threw up. That's what the word around was. But for me, when I watched the movie, and I watched it at home, and you know what? It didn't bother me. I love the plot. I actually love the storyline. I love the subplot. I loved everything about it. So, to be honest with you, it didn't bother me any. It didn't bother me at all. Like, I love gory movies. I love it. You know what I mean? Hell, I mean, I grew up in movies like, Friday the 13th or, A Nightmare on Elm Street. I didn't grow up watch it. I didn't grow up when I wasn't around when the first Nightmare on Elm Street came out, nor the second one. I mean, practically I was a young buck when the third one came out. Let's just say that. But my thing is, it's like, I get it. People don't like horror movies. I get that. People don't like others. At first, I didn't like them at first. That's a little known fact about me. It will have to be all action movie, or it could be comedy, but it has to be mixed with action. I could do dramas, but at the same time, it has to be like a gripping drama suspense. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't big on horror, but now I'm very big on horror. I love horror movies. I love the thrills. You know what I mean? And yes, some of the kills could be a little overwhelming. Yes, it can be. You know what I'm saying? It can be. It can be for some. But, for me personally, the kills don't really bother me much. At times, yes, I squint at times. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like, if it's a good movie and it makes me squint, and if I jump up a little bit, then yes, it's a good day. You know what I'm saying? So, um, it is about that time. We are at the 50 mark. So, I am going to actually cut this off right here, actually. So, you just tuned in to me ranting, rumbling, whatever the hell I'm rumbling about. All right. So, with that being said, this is Mike from Mike's Movie Corner and more. Like, comment, subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.